Alright my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today I want to talk to you guys about AMD's Fluid Motion Frames 2. Now the beta feature is out. It's been out since yesterday. I've actually had the opportunity to play around with it now more, so I've been able to get in there. So I wanted to give you my first impressions on this and let you guys know how I'm feeling about it, because from what I can tell and what I've been able to look up as well, is this is closer to what the lossless scaling type thing is doing now. AMD being able to utilize like AI and all that other stuff in there to kind of help, at least keep like image quality and stuff better. Now it's not completely perfect, but I mean, this is free. This is a free tool. You don't have to pay $7 on it. And now you can utilize this across multiple freaking games. So that right there in itself, very awesome feature. The fact that this is possible and that you can get this, and it's a driver level feature, so that means it's going to continue to get optimized and better. We never even imagined that AMD was going to go more in depth into this, and now that they're actually utilizing AI algorithms and stuff to make it better, it's actually pretty cool. So I've actually had the opportunity now to test this on multiple games now. I've tested it on some racing games, I've tested it on some shooting games, I've tested it on some open world games, I've tested it on a pretty good amount of games. Like I've like games that normally I wouldn't turn on, like fluid motion frames or anything like that. I've been testing it on a bunch of stuff today, and when I think about how the experience feels, because yes, I could sit back and I could literally nitpick every little thing that's out of place or everything like that, but I put myself in is what I do, guys, is I kind of turn off that like what's it called? That like, oh, I just got to find everything that's wrong. I don't do that with AMD. I only do that with NVIDIA. I only go out of my way to nitpick NVIDIA. I don't do that with AMD. With AMD, it's my baby. I'm like, yeah, I cradle it and I hold it and I see past it. It's like a mom with her kid. They can never do no wrong. I get it, but I'm just joking. It's really not like that. But when I look at it, because obviously I was a console gamer. I came from consoles. So when I'm thinking about it and when I'm looking at it and I'm trying to get my experience on like the PC gaming and stuff, I got a 240 hertz monitor now. And when I'm playing that and I'm seeing my frame rates at like 200, in the 200 range, and I'm playing like an open world game or I'm playing like a shooter or something, and the AI algorithms now, making it so the latency is even better. Like I'm reading at like 7 milliseconds of latency, and I'm like, wow, this actually feels really responsive. Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to say it's perfect, because I was in Witcher 3 and I could still kind of notice like the background kind of warble a little bit when I'm turning the camera and stuff. And I mean, while it's not a deal breaker, I mean, when I'm running straight or just playing or doing anything and the game just feels good and it feels nice, those kind of things do kind of pull you out of the immersion a little bit. There's no way to be like, yeah, no, that's just perfect or anything like that, because it's not. And I'm not going to sit here and try to lie to you or anything. But when I look at this and I compare it to the quality that you get from like FSR3, frame generation, or NVIDIA frame generation, this is pretty compelling, my friends. This is pretty compelling. And it does actually help with the image quality. The image quality looks a lot better. Well, I'm not going to say a lot better. It just looks good. It hasn't looked bad to me yet. Like, it still looks good. Like, I'm happy. And I run this with virtual super resolution. On my 3440 by 1440p monitor, I'm usually upscaling it to 3840 by 1620p. And then downsampling back to my monitor, so I don't get as much of the artifacting. I don't get as much of the, the instability or anything like that. I get significantly better looking image quality while still being able to utilize that fluidness, that higher, frame rate, that feeling, that look of the feel of getting a higher frame rate. And wow, this is incredible. This is really incredible, my friends. I don't see anything really wrong with it. I'm actually finding it to be very pleasant to be able to get in here and utilize this and enjoy playing my video games. That's what it's always been about. It's just playing video games. I don't necessarily need to sit here and nitpick everything that these GPU manufacturers make, but for the most part, I think it's solid. I think it's good. I think it's a benefit to gamers to be able to utilize this. If you're on a 6000 series or 7000 series GPU, or you've got one of the newer the mobile things like your ROG Ally or anything like that, the fact that you can utilize this and AMD is putting in the work to make that possible, I see no negatives. I mean, this is win-win, you know, win-win for gamers and win-win for AMD being able to add more value to their GPUs. So, all right, my friends, if you guys like this content, do not forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.